The Greater Toronto area has lost 4 police officers in the last month or so. Given that a lot of the police, or most police chiefs say that 80+% of the guns come illegally across the border, given the fact that a lot of these crimes, and I don't want to draw specific lines to any incident right now because we just don't know the details, but given that a lot of police chiefs and a lot of crimes are committed by repeat, continuous criminals, what is your government going to do to stop the illegal handgun in a criminal's hand?
Obviously, over the past number of weeks, we've seen far too many families grieving the loss of police officers killed in the line of duty, far too many families grieving the loss of loved ones, of kids killed by gun violence, killed in their communities. We need to do more, not just to support these families in grieving, but in keeping these communities safe. That's why, as a government, we have continually stepped up on gun control. We've strengthened measures at the border. That means that last year, we interdicted double the amount of illegal guns crossing the border as we had just the previous year, and that work continues. There should not be illegal guns flowing across this border. We're going to continue to invest to make sure that people are safe. But at the same time, we've stepped up with some of the strongest measures to fight gun violence of any government in Canada's history. We've brought in a ban on assault weapons. It is no longer legal to buy, sell, or use assault weapons in this country. And we're launching a buyback program to ensure that those guns are removed from the streets and from people's possessions. We're also moving forward on a freeze on handguns to make sure that no new handguns are sold anywhere in Canada. These are measures that, added to other measures on community safety, on investment, in support for underserved communities, interdictions at the border, stronger measures and regulations, are going to keep Canadians safe. That's why we call on all parliamentarians and all parties, particularly the Conservative Party of Canada, to stop obstructing stronger gun law measures and support gun control.
And follow-up?
My follow-up would be, I understand the ban on handguns. I understand the
Can you pull closer to the mic?
Yeah, sorry. I understand the ban on handguns. I understand the ban on assault rifles. But I'm asking about the criminal that's continuously involved with the law, having an illegal gun in their possession and getting involved in firefights.
There are a few different ways that criminals get their hands on guns in this country. One is guns crossing the border. And that's why we've stepped up significantly on interdicting guns at the border. Like I said, last year we stopped double the amount of guns that we had the previous year, and we're continuing to invest further. The second way is people buy guns legally on the market and then sell them to criminals. That's going to be more difficult because we brought in a ban on assault weapons. It's now illegal to buy, sell, or use assault weapons in this country. And we brought in a freeze on handguns. It's no longer possible to purchase handguns in this country. That's the second way people get handguns in this guns in this country. The third way to get guns in this country is by stealing guns from either gun shops or legal gun owners. And we're also bringing in stronger measures to strengthen the rules and the conditions of storage. The vast majority of gun owners in this country follow safe storage rules, but we need to make sure that everyone does, and we're strengthening those rules as well. There's no one easy answer to solve the challenges faced by gun violence in this country. I can tell you one thing: Conservatives are wrong when they say the way to solve gun violence is to do less gun control.